morning. It's time to bring some bliss to our day. Just dropping into a little bit of movement for the day, to wake up the body, drop into a little meditation to get centered. So let's begin with some breath. Bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Take an inhale through the nose. Fill up with breath. Feel your belly expand beneath your hand. And empty it out. Another inhale, fill up. And exhale it out. Breathing deeply into the body. Deep inhales, following the belly, letting it fill up like a balloon. And exhale, release it out. And inhale, reach the arms up overhead, extending towards the sky. And exhale, taking it over to one side, extending long through the side body. And reaching it back up, take it to the other side, lengthening long through the side. Stretching everything out, lifting everything up, and exhale, take it in a twist over to one side. Let your back arm fall behind, front hand find your leg. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale, twist further over your right shoulder. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale, twist deeper over your shoulder. Inhaling back through center, reaching high. Exhale, twisting over to the other side. Inhale to lift. Exhale, twisting, looking over your back shoulder. Inhale, lifting, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale back through center, breathing with it. And exhale, lowering the hands down. Come onto hands and knees. Just stretching out like a little kitten making its bed. We'll take our hips over our knees, shoulders and elbows over wrists. We'll stretch out the spine with some cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, press into your hands, doming out the back. Lowering the head to look through the legs. Inhale, lifting the head, belly drops. Exhale, doming out through the back. Maybe giving the head a couple of swings left to right. Maybe a circle through the neck, one way and then the other. And then let's stretch out through the shoulders. So coming back to a neutral spine. Inhale, lifting one arm up. And lowering down, sliding left arm Right arm under left. Threading the needle, lowering all the way down. And just loosening up the shoulder here. Maybe reach the top arm up behind your back, bending it behind like a broken wing. Peeling the top shoulder back as you open your heart. And shift the hips back in space to even them out. Inhale. Exhale. And pressing into the hands, sliding out from under. Exhale, lowering back down. Pressing the right hand in now. Inhale, left arm sweeps up. Exhale, thread the needle, sliding the left arm through and lowering down. Maybe the top arm reaches up behind your back. Shifting the hips to square them off. Deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale, pressing back up. We'll walk up and come right over our knees, sitting down. Let's bring the feet to touch in front. And we'll slide the feet out about an inch. I love the hearts, thank you. And we'll inhale to lift through the spine. And exhale, begin to hinge forward, lowering down over your feet. Giving plenty of space. Inhale, lifting and lengthening, straight spine. Exhale, lowering down. Breathing, sending the breath to the back of the hips. Deep breaths, folding into yourself. And inhale, lifting back up, lengthening the legs out long. Inhale, reaching for the sky. Exhale, begin to fold forward over straight legs, lengthening through the thighs, through the knees, letting everything open and release. And exhale, lowering down, letting gravity pull you down to the earth. Deep breaths. Inhale to lift. Exhale, fold deeper. And inhale, lifting back up. We'll bring one leg in, bringing the foot to press into the inner thigh. Maybe slide the extra flesh out, opening up the hips. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, lowering down, side bending over your leg. Lengthening through the whole side of your body. Inhale to lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, shifting your torso over your leg and folding in over that leg. Feeling the stretch through that whole inner thigh as you open it up. Don't push too hard, only just to your edge where you feel a little bit of stretch. Inhale to lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising back up, lengthening out, both legs long, give it a little shake. And inhale, pulling the left foot in, bringing it to the other thigh. Slide the extra flesh out and inhale to lengthen and lift. Exhale, folding forward over your right leg this time. Taking it up and over to the side, lengthening through the whole side body. Inhale and exhale, shifting torso over your leg and folding in over the leg. Deep breaths. Such a tightness through the inner thigh. Just breathe into it. So good to get a little stretch in every day. We carry so much tension and stagnant energy in the body that fills up throughout the week. Just moving it through helps so much. And if you do a workout or any kind of physical activity, it's really good to do a little stretch right afterwards, just to move everything through, flush it all out. Inhale, lift, exhale, fold. Deep breaths. And rising up, back through center. We'll open the legs out wide as feels like good to you. And then we'll press our hands behind us. Inhale, lifting the hips and slide forward just an inch, pushing open to your edge. We'll inhale and exhale, taking it over to one side. Keep giving me hearts. I love it. And sending hearts right back to you. And inhale, lifting back through center. Exhale, take it over to the other side. Lengthening long through the whole side of the body. Rooting down through the hip. And inhale back through center. Lifting long. And exhale, begin to walk out all the way towards the floor, lowering down to your edge. Maybe you bring some kind of a support, like a pillow or a bolster, to support your belly or your chest, or even just your chin, just to hold you. Or if you're flexible, then just take it all the way to the floor. Inhales and exhale. And close your eyes and just turn inward, letting everything release down. Deep breaths into the back of the body, into the lower back. Maybe even shifting your hips back slightly to open up even more, creating more space, more length, more opening. And maybe just flex and point the feet, circling through the ankles, give them a little stretch and opening. And then just begin to gently walk the feet back, shaking them out, loosening everything up. Okay. Now let's come onto our feet, just coming into a little squat. So just walk your feet as wide as your mat, if you have a mat, or just a little bit beyond hips width. Press your elbows into your knees and just open up. The heels are pressing into the mat. Don't come up onto your tippy toes. Even if you have to walk your feet out a little further to get more space, keep those heels, the whole feet are pressing into the mat. Inhale to lift. Exhale, opening out the hips with your elbows, pressing wide. Deep breaths. Maybe close your eyes here and just turn inward. Nice place to just return to your center, return to your breath. Inhale to take in, sip in all the way to the top, sip in a little more, sip in a little more, hold it, hold it, hold it. Open the mouth and empty out all the breath. Send it all the way down to your toes. And maybe rocking back and forth a little bit, opening up through the hips. And begin to lower all the way down. And shaking out the legs. Stretching everything out. And then we'll come to a comfortable seat. And just drop into a little meditation before I pull out my cards. We'll do a little soul mirror reading for today. First, let's just drop into a little meditation. And before we do that, just make sure that you follow so that you can catch me on the next one. I'm gonna try to get on here every day and just do a little bit of movement and meditation and the soul mirror reading. But if you make sure to follow, subscribe, then you'll get the alert when I go on next time. Okay? Dropping in now. Let's reach the arms up overhead. Bring the palms together and exhale them down through crown, third eye to heart center. One more time. Inhale, reaching the arms up high. Awesome. Take it all the way down. One more time, reaching the arms up overhead and taking it all the way down. Breathing deeply into the back of the body. Maybe begin to rub the palms together, creating some friction and some warmth in the hands. And then bring your hands to your eyes, just letting the vibrations and the energy wash over your face. You can feel the vibrations. Give yourself a little Reiki with that energy. Breathing it in and lowering everything back down. Here comes Coco. Hi, Coco. Come on. She wants to meditate with us. Little by little, they all make their way over here. Okay. Let's drop into our soul mirror reading. Coco doesn't want to. Let me close the door real quick. Come on, Coco. You can come sit. Come on. Come sit. Sit down. That's a good girl. That's okay. All right. Let's drop in here. See what our souls are mirroring today. All right. Let's see what we got. Give a little more space for these cards. All right. Okay, this first card is going to be the main thing that we are looking at. So what are we healing? What are we learning? What is this all about? Let's see. We have a eclipse coming. So let's see what these energies are bringing. Okay. So we got change, 2 of discs. Definitely can see where that's coming in. Let's read it. All right, 2 of discs, change. Jupiter in Capricorn, change, transformation. A large snake, symbol for infinity. This signifies perpetual change. The snake encloses 2 discs, the Chinese yin yang, symbols of balance and harmony. They turn in opposite directions, representing internal and external change. The triangles, which are ancient alchemical symbols, are painted in the colors of the 4 elements: red for fire, blue for water, gray for earth, and yellow for air. The transformation touches all realms of being. Jupiter, the planet symbolizing luck and expansion, indicates that the change will bring luck and enrich life. The new will bring more stability and security with it. Change is always necessary when the old falls out of equilibrium. Change shakes us and wakes us up. The crown on the snake's head is a symbol of wakefulness. The violet color shows the new energies will be drawn from the transformation. The only permanent thing is impermanence. The only certain thing is uncertainty. Your life is subject to a constant change which allows you to grow, extending and expanding you, ultimately enriching you. Give yourself up to the transformation with trust. What internal or external changes are going on in your life? Where are you still clinging? Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Okay, so really, it's crazy because that's really the energy that the eclipse brings, is just change, shake us and wake us up. And looking at, inside ourselves and our life, where that we are finding that we need to be open to change. What are we clinging to? But also on a grander scale, major changes are happening. Things are being shaken and people are waking up. And a lot of people are still clinging to the old. And it's hard not to, because there's so much uncertainty. It's scary to just move forward with trust. So what I'm trying to do is just hold on to the vision of the world that I want to be in, and just holding that to anchor us in, and hold on tight because it's going to be a bumpy ride we're in for, but we got this. All right, let's see what if we mastered? What if we mastered as far as this goes? Failure. Nice. Failure. Yeah. We have to. We have to change. Especially that's why these all of these things are being brought to the surface. It's like when you boil water and all of the impurities just bubble up to the surface. That's what's happening right now. So let's see. 7 of discs. Saturn in Taurus. Restriction, resignation, hesitation, apparently insurmountable obstacles, fear of falling. The fear of making mistakes touches business, financial situations, physical conditions, and health. You see apparently insurmountable obstacles in front of you and believe you will not be able to jump these hurdles with the first try. Terrible images rise up threateningly. You tend to draw back, resign, and limit your actions to the old and familiar ways of dealing with problems. The blue background, which is reminiscent of peacock feathers, indicates that fears and dread belong to the mental plane and don't necessarily reflect physical reality. But there is a meaningful connection between the two. Negative expectations are powerful thought forms which, when nourished, consciously or unconsciously, for a long enough period of time, can actually help create the situation you're afraid of. The same, of course, applies to positive thoughts and expectations. This card gives you a hint which you need to take seriously. Fear, either conscious or unconscious, is present, and now is the time to recognize, perceive, and accept these fears. These are necessary steps in overcoming fear, letting it go and creating a more positive motif. Thoughts which affirm life in all its fullness and beauty, along with a positive attitude, create the proper energy to change the unpleasant experiences you expect into joyful events. Your ability to deal with things is blocked by heavy and fearful expectations. You should now look to their content and quality carefully. What areas of your life worry you the most? I have the courage to believe that all that happens in my life serves for the best. So, such a good reminder there as we are facing all of these changes and all of this stuff coming up. We have to face it with hope and trust, and we have to be aware of the fear that comes up and just don't give it power. Don't acknowledge it. Just be true to what you know. The don't let the fear control. Mm, I definitely feel that. All right, let's see what we're still working on here. What are we working on? This is one of my favorite cards in the whole deck. I actually have a tattoo of this. It's the star. And so this star, if to me it represents my higher self and the the light from which we come. So let's see what it has to say. Aquarius, that's my sign. I just had my birthday the other day. And this card, Aquarius, inspiration, crystallization, self recognition, radiating clear vision, trust in the self, connection to universal intelligence. So, this is what we're working on, which is exciting. This card represents a beautiful process. Cosmic inspiration of the highest nature is received and made manifest on the material plane. The card is ruled by Aquarius. The medium or water carrier in this process is represented by the star goddess Neith. She's also seen on the Eon card. She is fully open to the input from the spiritual plane and passes it on in full service to the highest good. She is the channel used by divine energy to manifest on earth. In each hand, she holds a cup through which the spiral vortices of energy pour. Her hair acts as an antenna to extend perception and flows to the earth, carrying with it the inspiration of the cosmic. A new crystal clear vision lands lends form and purpose to that which a moment ago was only a vague impression. You gain a more penetrating view into the boundless potential of your development. The power of the inspiration you receive gives wings to your soul and lets the apparently impossible become manifest in marvelous ways. A person led by this wisdom exudes such a quality of being, such a radiation, that other people are drawn as if by a magnet. The sheer force of spiritual transformation can cause the masks of personality and the limitations of the small I to become meaningless. Stubborn willfulness and fear can be dropped as the water bearer gives herself up more and more to the workings of the newly freed spirit. So that's how we can let go of fear in that trust in the self, and in the trust in our higher power, the light from which we come. The receptive antennas must, however, be subjected regularly to careful purifying and cleansing. If reception is disturbed by self seeking tendencies, the tremendous energies at hand can have a devastating effect. Enthusiasm may become fanaticism. Inspiration may become illusion. The emotions need to be watchfully observed. Just as the water flows from the cup of Neith and turns to crystals, so must the emotions become crystallized. This means they must be clearly and definitely grasped. This cannot happen if you repress and control emotions, but only if you allow emotional unfolding to take place, symbolized by the rose blossoms. The butterflies, symbols of transformation, indicate that your own view of things will change and become liberated from the bonds of old conditioning. Hi, Milo. Milo's coming out for this card. Coming out for the star. Let your star rise and stay in contact with the earth. Trust your environment and find ways to let others share in it. You will be tested and recognized by the fruits you bear. Are you totally fulfilled in your present area of work? Check to see if you're doing everything possible to bring your ideas to fruition. My creative powers of imagination and my connection to all encompassing consciousness show me the way to realize my ideas. Yes, now is the time. We're rebuilding. We're rebuilding the world, the planet, and ourselves into the vision of the new earth, of the age of Aquarius. We're in it. We're moving into this. It's our time to claim this. So we all have a part to play. We all have a reason that we're here, a gift, talent. We all have something to share and to offer in this. And so by tuning in to our highest self, our connection to the light, to the cosmos, that's how we tune into our purpose, what we're here for. Okay. Let's see what's next. What energies are coming to us from outside? What is furthering or hindering all of this? Let's see. Ooh, this is a good one. Queen of Wands. I love the artwork on these cards. So beautiful. Okay. Queen of Wands. We got some big cards in this reading. The watery aspect of fire, self-knowledge, change, compassion. The Queen of Wands has mastered self-knowledge. She has looked deep into her own nature, which has led to a transformation of her being. The story says that she at one time had black hair and the panther, her companion, had black fur. The transformation she underwent left her with golden blonde hair and turned the panther into a lion. However, her knowledge of her former condition filled her with compassion for those creatures not yet freed. In order to be able to help others, she chooses to wear reddish brown hair and keeps the lion in the form of a leopard, whose black spots bear witness to the darkness of the past. The queen sits with a fiery throne, wearing an armor of scales with a fish emblem on the breast. It is the unifying of water and fire, of intuitive recognition and emotional involvement, which affects inner transformation. Her crown of intellectual clarity and expanded perception still bears the nails of the crown of thorns, a reminder of the humiliation and suffering which preceded her transformation. Her eyes are closed in quiet ecstasy. The consciousness is turned inward, and her presence radiates the blessedness of inner peace. The pine cone at the end of the wand symbolizes spiritual growth. The wand held in this position reminds us to ground our self realization in the earth, as well as to allow others to share in it. You have worked on yourself and made progress. It's time to learn how to share this with others. Let your self realization be expressed in your daily life. How can you share what you have found for yourself with other people? Meditate on the following statement. Learning is finding out what you already know. Action is showing what you know. Teaching is letting others know that they know it as well as you. I am a radiant being filled with light and love. So we're getting lots of assistance in our transformation. We just have to stay connected to our inner light, our source of our inner light, and follow the intuition, follow where it guides you, and Don't be afraid to take that leap, to take that risk. Don't let fear get in the way, because change is coming. It's inevitable. But by staying connected to our higher power, our higher self, our inner light, then we're able to move forward through our transformation and be able to give back in the way that we're meant to, which is giving of ourselves. You know, we're not here to work every day and then die. We're here to be the source of light and share our gifts. Everyone has them. So this is beautiful. Let's pull the last card and see what's dope about this lesson, right? Give them a shuffle. All right. We got Ace of Cups. Okay. The aces are always high energy cards. All right. Let's see. Overflowing love, emotional clarity, deep love of the self, giving and receiving. The white lotus is the symbol for love of a giving nature. It forms the base of the cups, which is blue, color of the element water. Vertically through the cup flows a brilliant energy beam uniting earth and cosmos. The cup is the medium, which makes itself available for the coming together of the above and below, inner and outer. Take a look again. I love that. The Ace of Cups is the feminine counterpart to the Ace of Wands, open, receptive, surrendering, bearing the transformatory power of giving love. The upper and lower portions of the painting embody the same quality. Below, in the emotional realm of water, above, in the ethereal sphere of the spirit. As above, so below. That which is internally felt expresses itself externally, clearly and openly. Emotional clarity results, emphasized in the painting by its balance and harmony. The giving of love happens effortlessly. That which continually flows into us from the boundless abundance of the universe radiates outward, again, by itself, if we remain open and receptive. You can compare it with the flower, which exudes its fragrance whether someone comes close to enjoy its perfume or not. This giving is not dependent on individual, perhaps close people. There is so much to share. All of existence can take part of it. Becoming one with the all enhancing, all embracing, omnipresent love is such a silent ecstasy, a cosmic orgasm. You are in contact with all embracing love, and it fills you, and you can pass it on generously, lavishly to others. What is your way of expressing love? Let the card work on you for a while. Read the last two paragraphs of the description again and close your eyes. Feel yourself as an open channel for the divine energy. I'll read it again. If we remain open and receptive, you can compare it with the flower which exudes its fragrance, whether someone comes close to enjoy its perfume or not. This giving is not dependent on individual, perhaps close people. There is so much to share. All of existence can take part of it. Becoming one with the all embracing, omnipresent love is such a silent ecstasy, a cosmic orgasm. It just had to make me say orgasm again. Come on. But no, seriously, all encompassing love fills me and my environment. All right, should we pull one more for the overall energy of the whole reading? All right, overall energy for all. We got prudence. 8 of discs. Okay. So let's get it. All right. Sun in Virgo, flowering internal and external richness, wisdom, development, carefulness, prudence. The tree unfolds its wealth of blooms. It's a time of flowering that relates to internal and external richness. On all 4 levels of being, long hidden abilities and possibilities are becoming visible. The number of 8 stands for harmony, adjustment, balance. As you unfold in equal measures on all levels of being, a deep sense of physic equilibrium develops. This, in turn, affects your dealings on the material and interpersonal planes. Particularly at times of multifaceted flowering, extremes and excesses should be avoided. Internal flowering is a delicate process which occurs in stillness. It is a gift to handle lovingly and with great care. Every bloom on the tree is shielded by a large leaf, a symbol for protection and prudence. All Also remember that the tree is just beginning to bloom. It is not the time for harvesting or for giving out the newly developing wealth. In order to maintain the inner balance, special attention must be paid on the external level to clarity, order, and beauty. In the context of beginning an undertaking, this card includes a warning before making a new start. Be sure that health and finances are abundant enough to allow for success. That which is coming into flower in you is of exquisite beauty and delicacy. Provide for it the protection and nourishment it needs. You don't need to force anything. Everything unfolds at the proper time. Are you giving yourself the protection and nourishment you need now for your development? Meditate on this well known phrase from the Zen tradition: sitting silently, doing nothing. The spring comes and the grass grows by itself. I relax and trust life. So that an important reminder with this whole everything from this reading. So we have change as the issue at hand, the changes that are coming through the in ourselves, in the universe, through humanity. There's so much going on, and then what we've mastered, failure, we're done with it. We've mastered that. Moving on. We're not going to let fear stop us. We're not going to be held back by our own limiting beliefs. We've already mastered that. We're over it. Moving on. What we're working on, the star, our connection to higher intelligence, our connection to our higher self, our source of our light, helping us to really tap into who we are, what are we here to share and offer to others, to humanity, to the planet as we move through these changes. And then the energy's coming in to help us, Queen of Wands. So keeping into our strength through this transformation, all that we've learned, all that we've accomplished through it. We're not going to just go and be self-serving now. We're holding space for others that are still in their process, that are still unfolding and beginning to awaken, and we're going to hold that space and guide through to help others through this transformation. And as we move through it, others are holding that space for us. So we're all here and in this together. And in the end, the highest energy, and we're going to move into such a space of success and riches and freedom. And the way we do that is by honoring ourselves and honoring the growth and the transformation, not just like throwing it all out there and diving into like, yeah, we're here, big party, but like really taking it easy with ourselves, honoring our bodies through self-care and meditation and love, and holding this space in a very sacred way for everyone that's moving through this transformation, which it's not just happening inside of us, it's happening on a global level of humanity. So this is really cool. I love to take whatever was my favorite card from the reading, which was that one today, and I put it right here to remind me throughout the day what I'm working on, or what, just to remind me. And now let's drop into just a little meditation and meditate on all that we just got. Okay? Are you down to join me in a little dropping in to our inner selves? Okay. Just close the eyes, coming to a comfortable seat. Just let the knees drape down. Milo, come here. Come on. You're going to come meditate with me. Come on. He will. All right. Take an inhale. Fill up with breath. Shrugging your shoulders up to your ears. Sip it all the way in. And exhale, lowering the shoulders down the back, letting them fall. Letting everything drop down. And dropping into our inner awareness. Take an inhale, fill up. Exhale out. Take another inhale, fill up. And on the exhale, see the numbers 3, 3, 3. And scanning through the body, relaxing, releasing through the scalp, the eyes, the cheeks, soften the mouth, Release the tongue. Soften the throat. Release the neck, shoulders. Relax the chest, the belly, the arms and hands, letting everything release, relax, and soften through the belly, the hips, pelvis, relaxing the thighs, the knees, the calves, ankles, and feet. And everything is softening. Take an inhale, fill up with breath. And on the exhale, see the numbers 2, 2, 2. And you are now at a deeper level of awareness, deeper than before. And so light, like you could just float on a cloud, drifting and floating, floating and drifting to a beautiful place, the most beautiful place you've ever seen. As you drift and float along, just notice what you see, what you feel in this beautiful place. Take an inhale, fill up. And as you exhale, see the numbers 1, 1, 1. And you are at a deeper level of awareness, even deeper than before. Drifting and floating. Breathing yourself deeper and deeper into your inner awareness. So safe, so protected. Deeper and deeper. Meet yourself there. In this deep space of inner awareness. Meet yourself. The deepest, innermost, highest, most infinite part of you. Be with yourself there in this space, fully present in the here and now with this deep, deep sense of self, floating and drifting deeper and deeper. We'll stay here for a few moments, resting in the center of your being. Notice what comes up. Notice what you find. Be open to any gifts you might receive, however they come through. You'll know. Just trust and allow as we move through this space, deep inner awareness. We'll stay here for a few moments, breathing deeper, deeper. From this space, beginning to breathe yourself back into this moment, into this space, breathing some awareness back into the body. Maybe begin to wiggle fingers and toes, circle the ankles and wrists, breathing back into this space, coming back, back, back. We'll inhale the arms up overhead, bringing the palms together, and exhale them down through crown, third eye to heart center. As you move through your day, through your week, through this season, through this eclipse, remember you have everything you need right within you. You're always connected to something greater. We all share this connection to each other, to our inner light, to the source of our inner light, to the earth and universe. We are always connected. We are always one. And we always can tap into that inner space, that inner source, that center of awareness, where we get to choose in each moment how we respond, how we show up, and how we create the life we choose to live, the person we choose to be, and the world we choose to live in. We get to create from that inner awareness, from that space of deep trust in the self and in the highest power. We always get to choose. We are the creators. So one more time, let's rub our hands together, create some warmth and friction, and bring your hands to your eyes. Let it wash over you. Let the energies coming in wash over. You can feel it. And then we'll raise our thumbs to third eye, lifting to the universe, to the light. And the light within me recognizes, honors, and reflects the light within each one of you with so much love and gratitude. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing this practice, this space today. It's a beautiful, beautiful time. Stay out of fear. Stay in trust and light. I love you all so much. And don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. If you're with me on Instagram, subscribe and follow me on YouTube, Infinite Bliss Life. And if you're watching me on YouTube, then follow me on Instagram, The Consciousness Psychologist. We have so much to dive into and create together. I'm so happy to be in this space, in this time. There is no other time like this. We chose to be here at this time. We're here for this. Love and light to you all.